Hey guys, hello, hello, hello. So I'm here, I'm live, and I am better in some ways and not better in other ways. It's going to be a long process, and I'm still not convinced that we've found the root of the problem and fixed it. But my cold, which was really bad last week, which led me to not really be able to work much, is a little better. I have not now had a seizure in 7.5 days, almost 8 days. So that, yay, this is progress. Before, as you saw, I was getting seizures all the time whenever I would broadcast intermittently. Right now, though, admittedly, I am having some stabbing brain pain right here. And I've struggled a little bit with my speech today. So if it stabs here, I might have to I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to look up because that causes the fluid to drain down the back of my throat. And then I feel a decrease in confusion, anxiety, and my weird speech. So I'm just going to do this for a second because the stabbing pain is always what precedes the dripping. But hi, Belench. But yeah, so I haven't had seizures. So that doesn't mean I'm never going to have another seizure. But I haven't had any in 7.5 days, which is a miracle. I've also walked close to 10,000 steps. Despite being sick, I still forced myself outside the last 4 days. I'm not as manic as I was. And I said that before, I think in my last broadcast. I really liked it when my energy levels were like abnormally high because, I don't know, it feels good to feel high, right? I was cheery and like expressive, and now I'm feeling a little bit more neutral, sometimes a little bit of blah. Like right now I feel a little blah, and I have no reason to feel blah. It's today's it's a nice day. It's a little gray out, but like it's a nice temperature. I got fresh air. I looked at a new apartment that we may or may not rent. I have had attacks of anxiety and confusion, but I guess they haven't been that bad. But the thing that's not improved is my sleep is still fragmented, and I'm back to going to the bathroom in the middle of the night, which is weird. Hi, Jane. And I have no explanation for that. I don't know if I shared this with you guys yet, but I also found out the results of 2 of my brain scans, and neither one was normal. And not a single doctor or neurologist told me about it. So I'm going to get on my phone and read to you guys the results of my CT scans that were never told to me. And neither one was normal. And yet they treated me like there was something wrong with me for saying that I was suffering insomnia and confusion and memory loss and heightened anxiety and vision damage, which I proved the vision damage was real with the scan because I have, fluid at the back of my right retina. But the scans were consistent with something being wrong, yet they did nothing and tried to blame it on psychological causes, which is preposterous given what I'm about to read to you. So I don't even have the results of the 3rd CT scan. I had 2 CT scans and 1 MRI. The other one was recent. But these are the ones that were done. One was done, I believe, in March or April, and the other one was done in May. I think it was March and May. Okay, so let's go to the scanning results. So, okay, no, that's the MRI. So the CT scan findings: no hemorrhage, mass, region of vasogenic edema, or midline shift. Okay, fine. But there's a there's a 1.2 times 0.5 centimeter hypodense area in the inner right aspect of the pons, likely artifactual. Are there clinical symptoms referring to this area? That's what the radiologist asked the doctor. Obviously, the doctor disregarded it, despite that I actually had symptoms consistent with pons or brainstem damage, being hypersalivation and interrupted sleep, confusion, personality changes. But the doctor chose to ignore that. It wasn't even a doctor, it was a psychiatrist. So mild diffuse cortical volume loss. So volume loss in my entire brain, which you usually get volume loss in your brain when you have neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. Partial imaging of a tiny hypodense lesion in the right maxillary sinus, likely a retention cyst. Okay, so now we're going to go to the next results. That little tiny cyst in my sinus turned into, I have a 1 centimeter, where is it? 1 centimeter retention cyst in my right maxillary sinus. So this is the MRI. The ventricles and sulci are normal. There are 3 hyper signals in the white matter of the left frontal lobe, which are subcortical and non-significant in size, measuring less than 2 millimeters. However, there's only one measuring up to 6 millimeters times 3 millimeters, which is the anterior mid-frontal lobe on the left side. It is most likely non-significant as it is isolated. The corpus callosum is normal, as well as the brainstem and posterior fauces. The diffusion is normal. No mass is detected. Conclusions: various small focal abnormalities in white matter of the left subcortical frontal lobe, most likely non-significant. Clinical correlation required, meaning like look at her symptoms. Follow-up needed in 3-6 months, only if clinically significant. So I was told that all of my scans were normal. They lied to me. They lied to me because there were abnormalities found in both. Because they wanted me to fit the narrative of, oh, this is just someone with anxiety or psychotic anxiety because she's obsessed with her health because she thinks she's experiencing things she's not, which I was experiencing, and they were measurable. Had a fucking doctor spent time with me, they would have seen me go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. They could have probably measured my increased salivation. It's just the level of incompetence is perfect, and it's malpractice. So I have to figure this out. So what do you guys think about that? The fact that I didn't have a single normal brain imaging result. Hi to everybody who's here. Say hello. I'm Davison. I'm sorry, my hair is a little bit messy. I'm just catching everybody up on my health. Eventually I'll get back to my regular videos. I'm just not there yet. You know, I'm on day 27 of withdrawing from olanzapine. So I'm down to is it 0.27? I guess I am. Yeah, I'm down to 0.27 grams. So that's equal to 0.40 milligrams of olanzapine. And I guess the taper is going well. All I can say is that like I get more and more aware as the days go past. As the days go past. That's weird. As the days go by, or as the days pass, and my sleep is maybe slightly more interrupted, but it's not. I don't have any of the classic insomnia people get with olanzapine yet. I've noticed, spikes of anxiety, which I had noted before. Sometimes I get spikes in muscle pain. I the last couple of nights I have had a lot of pain where I get my dystonia on my cheeks, but right now there's none, and my left hand is moving better. Yeah, I do sound better. I noticed when I was with the realtor today looking at a new apartment, I'm like, I am better than the last time he saw me. Because when he saw me, he's like, yeah, you had 5 seizures in the time that we spent together. Because I have seizures sitting down and leaning into Max. And I also had a seizure in his car, but I haven't had any today, which is incredible. But I just wish it would be like, like when you have a cold or the flu and you wake up one day and you're just like, better, I'm back, and I'm just, I'm here. I'm waiting to feel great and to not have weird thoughts sometimes. That hasn't happened yet. It's slow. I'm slowly recovering, I guess. Do I look better, my friends? And then there's only 8 people here. And then I have abnormal reactions to things still emotionally. Like if anything's disturbing, it triggers me and I get more twitchy. I get more anxiety. Yeah, recovery is a journey, an upward climb, not a straight path. That's for sure. And have I reached the point where anything that's causing the problem within me systemically is gone, or is getting cleared by my system, or is it still there lurking? I still am not confident that there's not something lurking. By the way, this week I am getting a serologic testing for COVID antibodies. We're going to see whether or not I got COVID in the past. I look great. Well, that's nice. Thank you, Jane. I feel like this is flattering. I feel like in real life I look a little bit harsher. So to you guys, I seem better than I was. I think I am a little better. I just am very, very, very reluctant to make that kind of proclamation. I'm definitely not manic anymore. I will get more. I will walk again after. I am now taking fish oil on top of the other supplements that I'm taking. So what I'm taking right now is magnesium, vitamin D, turmeric, iron tablets, omega-3. The magnesium is critical. And lion's mane mushroom, which is great for your brain health. Yeah, I do seem better. But I'm not back. I'm not back to like that feeling of energy, the Davison feeling of like, when you just feel good. I'm just not there, but I hope that I just keep getting better, and I hope that it's not going to be too hard to get off of the remainder of the olanzapine, because I have 27 days left, and every day I go down by a milligram, so 27, 26, 25, 24, So I'm taking my body in this curve that's like just like a steady taper right off to zero. Literally, I will have 0.01 grams. That crumb. I'll take the crumb, and then I'll be like, the next day I'll be like, oh my God, I'm done. And I might bump up my lion's mane mushroom when I'm done, because it does have an anti-anxiety effect, and it does have a calming effect. I don't want to go overboard though, because like I have a tendency to want to take more supplements, like thinking I'll get better faster, but more is not always better. Yeah, my lion's mane mushroom. I'll show you guys. So it's by Brain Forza. Lion's mane mushroom, and pure full spectrum USA grown hericium, memory, brain health, and nerve support. I take 2 of these a day. They say to take 3 a day. 2 has been great, and it contains hericium. Wow, I'm normally better at reading. Hericium erinaceus, maybe that's how you pronounce it, mycelium, primordia, fruit bodies, and spores. Daily value not established, so they just suggest 3 capsules a day. There's 90, so this is basically a 45-day supply. I'm starting to run low. Totally worth it. Makes you feel good. I would say anybody could and should try this. If you have mild anxiety, if you have problems thinking, if you just want to feel a little bit good, 2 of these puppies and you feel good. No, you don't trip out. You just feel good. So Davison seal of approval. I should put it on my Amazon shop, which if you buy through my Amazon shop, I just get a small percentage. I normally don't recommend things, but this, I've had nothing but a good experience with it. And you can eat lion's mane mushrooms just in like Chinese food. So unless you're allergic to mushrooms, you'll probably be fine. What caused the lesions on the pons medulla? The drug? Who fucking knows? I think the virus that attacked my brain, or the bacteria that attacked my brain, or the amoeba, or whatever it is that attacked my brain that nobody's had the fucking guts to test for in my cerebrospinal fluid, which they should have done. I think it's torture that they didn't give me a lumbar puncture. I know lumbar punctures can cause risks of paralysis and an additional CSF leak. But it would have cleared up a lot of things, and I think it was warranted. And I think it's a fucking crying shame they never did it for me. I had let me pull up what I had taken a screen cap of. So the PONS is involved with coordinating eye and facial movements, facial sensation, hearing, and balance. The medulla. Oh, wait, no, that's not the right thing. So PONS. The PONS has to do with salivation too. And I was having hypersalivation. I kept telling them, they're like, how do you know you're hypersalivating? Well, I'm self-aware. And like, when you feel more saliva in your mouth, it's such a bizarre experience. Say hello if you're here, hit the like button if you're here. The brain does regenerate, and I will be every day doing my 10,000 steps or more. I will be getting my sun. I will be, not my son, but sunshine. I will be eating right. Although I'm not fully eating right yet. I've really been indulging my friends, like, I'm sipping on a Boost, but I've been having cookies and bread and cheese with lots of butter. So I'm definitely higher carb than I used to be, but I don't know. I have to take great care of myself. Like, I can't rush back into doing more than I'm capable of. And this right now is all that I am capable of. I miss making Patreon content. I miss making my TikToks, but I get overstimulated still sometimes by TikTok, which is a bad feeling. Like feeling overstimulated in the state, it's like I almost get like nauseous and fretful and just feel abnormal neurologically. So I have to keep everything pretty, like almost like I'm, I feel like I'm just hypersensitive right now. So I can't get back to making exciting things if I can't even watch them. Hit the like button if you're here. Okay, so ask me any questions. So Efrain says you're understandably nervous about your health, sort of like being cautious after an injury. Yeah, and I'm not back to normal. I might sound normal. This is what always gets me into trouble with doctors too. They're like, well, right now you look fine. It's like, you're young and you look younger than your age. And it's like, but it's what's happening in here. The pain, it's an invisible illness. You can't see the pain in here. The fluid at the back of my retina. You can see the tendon contracture in my wrist. I don't know if you can see it right now. Hold on. Oh, there. Yeah. See right there how it sticks out. It's permanently contracted. But I am not as well, and I've never been as well as my outward side appears in life. Always. Like I've always been chronically ill with colds leading up to this hell illness. And I would just keep making videos, keep trucking on, work through the pain. And I'm not doing that anymore. I can't allow myself to get as sick as I did. It was horrible. It got me fucking locked up in a fucking psych ward because it attacked my brain. Because I was so weak that, the virus or whatever it was decided to attack my brain. If it wasn't me, introducing the bacteria through my eye, which is still a theory that I have. So have you ever tried a ginkgo? Yes. I just want to make sure though that I'm not going to try, hello, by the way, Mojos, or Mojos. I don't know if you're Mojos or Mojos. Yeah, I don't want to go overboard because my nervous system is really sensitive right now. So I need things more that are calming, especially as I'm going off a major tranquilizer. Ginkgo, I think, is stimulating. Maybe once in a couple months when I feel that, okay, I'm sleeping. Okay, I'm off the drug. I haven't gone psychotic, which is, I know it's such a horrible fear to have, but it's written everywhere. When you go off olanzapine, some people go psychotic. I've never been psychotic. I've had delirium throughout the months of this health crisis, but I've never approached that level. Maybe I felt sort of briefly weird when I was on trazodone, and I was up for 24 hours with akathisia. But anyhow, once I've stabilized for several months, maybe I'll try ginkgo or sorry, I was going to say ginkgo biloba. So I said ginkgo. But for now, I'm very cautious. Oh, there's no doctor looking after me, Belange, unfortunately. Nobody gives a fuck about me. Nobody does. The only people that are kind of following me is psychiatry, who their attention is not, necessarily the best. Sorry. And no doctor is following this. Like, I have a neurologist, but he won't see me for 3 months. So he's not following my recovery. He's not giving me advice. When I was having seizures again a week ago, he told me to go to the hospital. He couldn't see me. So I really wish there was, someone following me continuously. It would help. So no, I'm not tripping on shrooms, though these do have a psychoactive effect, but it's like a pleasant calming effect. Thank you, Robert. Yeah, well, I think I look okay because I've got lipstick on. No. I've also gained weight since I lost a lot of weight. So I think it's filling up my cheeks, and I got sun. So I think I have more color, which it's a good thing. I won't be confident until there's been 2 months that I am in the clear, or that I forget that I was ever sick. You guys know you're getting better. Isn't that how you feel as well? That you forget, oh yeah, I was sick 2 days ago. You just wake up and you go about your day and realize you don't feel like, your head's about to fall off. So what do you think about my MRI results, Jane, or anybody else? The fact that they were all abnormal and they kept that information from me. I'm not going to allow myself to get too upset, because I can't. When I get worked up, I feel weird. So I have to keep myself, calm. Anybody want to play a game? Tip me? I don't know. I have to make more psychiatric drug withdrawal videos and education videos. I'm just not well enough yet. I can't push myself. I have to keep the healing energy strong. I have to do my sound therapy. Every day I'm doing this safe and sound protocol where I play soothing music, usually in 2 30-minute stretches. And it's specifically calibrated so that, I don't know, it stimulates you in a positive way. There's studies done supporting it. So I have to do that later because it just forces you to play pleasant music in your mind. You're new here, Mojos. How'd you find me? I hope that as a result of taking the drugs that I've taken, that I didn't increase my cancer risk. I hope my next hurdle isn't cancer. Again, back to, is it the thing that's making me sick really gone? I still have those little weird red dots all over my body. I am going to go, by the way, to a dermatologist as well soon. I'm going to pay the $200 and see a private one and go like, these have appeared on my skin since January. I always had angiomas, but these are clearly not. What are these evidence of? Do I have some weird ass form of melanoma? Is this a sign of a malignancy? Because no doctor just brushes it off, even though I have always been right and said these have only appeared in large quantities all over my body since I got very, very sick in January. So it's related. Please tell me what it means. But anyhow, yes, I hope my next hurdle isn't cancer. And I've had 2 CT scans within the span of a year. So, oh, what's up, Auntie? Oh, so I was suggested to you by YouTube? Yeah, YouTube likes it when I live stream because I get long watch time sessions. I still am not super, seen or visible as a streamer. I think if I were to stream on a trending topic, I would get a lot more viewers. I am not on antibiotics right now. Oh my God, boiling the beef. I can't believe me boiling a beef brisket. By the way, my stove is cleaner now. Still generates traffic this many years later. That's funny. I did better, Jane, from the moment I went on azithromycin, and I actually tried to download this app called Maple yesterday to get another prescription for azithromycin because it made me better. And I feel like it's now exited my system. And as insurance, and because I'm still getting yellow stuff that seeks. See, I'm not fully speaking right. That seeps out of my eyes in the morning. I want to go back on one more course of azithro. I would put if I had access to one Z-Pack, I'd put myself back on it. And I don't think that would be a bad thing. Just to because it does cross the blood-brain barrier. Well, are you going to subscribe, Mojos, now that you're here? Now that you're getting to know me? Right now, you're following my journey in terms of my recovery from a virus or an illness that attacked my brain. I've had neurological problems since January. I ended up getting put on psychiatric drugs I never should have been put on. That said, the illness made my anxiety increase in abnormal ways, but I was never psychotic. They never should have put me on an antipsychotic. And now I'm getting off those drugs. I'm off the Zoloft they had me on. The psychiatry came up with a whole bunch of theories like you were depressed and that's why this happened. No, I was not. I was energetic, full of life, full of love, full of positivity. And then I got struck with a very fucking bizarre illness in January that just didn't let up. I even lost my entire personality until the end of, and my ability to smile till the end of July. And then it gradually came back, and then it came back like really vibrantly. And then now I've sort of settled down again. And it's been 8 days since I've had a seizure, or 7.5 days. And I'm walking more and more. My sleep isn't better, and my gastrointestinal stuff is back to being weird again. But we'll see. I just hope that I'm going to keep getting better from here on in. What's cloned? EM. I will try to get more erythromycin from someone. Oh, I have another blocked salivary gland at the back of my throat because I had that issue before. I had a throat cyst. If you look on my channel, I treated my last tonsillar cyst with baking soda. I won't be doing that right now, but I have another one again and another yellow dot at the back of my left tonsil. So I have an ear, nose, and throat doctor appointment as well soon. And so I'm just hoping with like all these appointments and all this attentiveness to my health that someone will figure it out and I'll just keep getting better. So I'll ask the doctor, the ENT, to put me on antibiotics because it's definitely stuff back there. Am I exciting enough, guys? I know this is just like health chat with Davison, but like I said, I can't get too excited. I don't know what else to talk about. I know that guy from Black Panther passed away. I don't want to talk about death because it makes me weirdly get overly worried, overly stimulated. So I have to keep it kind of neutral. Yeah, you remember when I had my throat cyst. See, I've been having a series of shitty illnesses for years now, but I mean, I was still functional. I would work through the colds and I had a low-grade fever for like 3 months when I had my throat cyst. But that's a sign like that things aren't, working fully well within me. And I'd said actually before I got sick this year, I'm like, I sometimes think I have like leukemia or something because something's not right about my body that I get sick so often. So the cerebral spinal fluid is lessening? Yes. And the headaches are lessening. They're still there. I just got one earlier in this broadcast. But yes, it is. It is. But I just hope that I'm not going to get worse again. I really hope. I'm scared. I'm scared, guys. I got into arguments with Belle Delphine's fans on Twitter. If you want to follow me on Twitter, Davison Video, and they're saying you suck and you're ugly. I'm not ugly. Even if I don't look better, how could anybody call me ugly? At least not right now. I hope I never am. It's so hard being sick and not looking like I used to, It's hard. All this has been hard. I think after this broadcast, I'll go back outside, even though I've already walked like 8,800 steps. I don't want to overdo it, but fresh air is just so soothing and moving is soothing. And it's helping me to rebuild muscle mass because I lost a significant amount when I went down to 122 pounds. Yeah, I agree with you, Jane. I have to get some. If anybody can get me a 5-day supply of Azithro, would be much appreciated. Because I don't have access to any right now. It'll be fascinating to see if I test positive for COVID in my blood, or rather in terms of antibodies. What are we betting? I'm going to bet that yes. I'm willing to bet that I got COVID. I'm fairly confident. I'd be surprised if it said that I'd never gotten it. As my boyfriend got it. I never thought I would drink this much Boost. It's a new development in 2020. I've had to be so strong throughout all this, guys. It's incredible. I, who usually am not lacking in words, I'm lacking in words, my friends. I just wanted to update everyone. I feel like if this becomes a casual broadcast, I don't know what to lead into. What is everybody doing? Anybody have any other questions? I know there's only 8 of us here right now. Everyone's day going well? I have not been on an antiviral, but lately because I got the flu/a cold, I have been taking elderberry, so sambucol, daily. So elderberry syrup. So I've been taking 2 teaspoons twice a day. It has antiviral effects. Is it as potent as a true pharmacological, pharmaceutical company manufactured antiviral? No. But it does have antiviral effects. But yes, I think I should be on an antibiotic, an antiviral. I think that they should have tested or test my CSF. They should scan my sinuses to see if there is indeed a leak, for starters. Secondly, they should image my spine because I still have spine pain in 2 different spots in my spine. And it's like a very specific area of irritation. And I should have a lumbar puncture to figure out if there are microbes, viruses, or weird imbalances in there that they can detect. And yes, I think that they should have put me on an antiviral or antibacterials long ago, just to see. They're far too conservative here. But I think they've been conservative because I keep passing their stupid basic exams of like, even though if I'm slow to do it, I'm still, can you do this? Can you follow this? Can you tell me how many fingers I'm holding up? Can you blow your cheeks like this? Can you smile? Can you raise your eyebrows? Can you frown? Actually, I'm still having a hard time frowning. My face doesn't feel as expressive as it used to feel. And that also can happen due to damage in the pons. But I did feel more expressive in my face when I was high, coming off the Zoloft and the lessening my dosage of the Zyprexa a couple weeks ago. Andy, you keep retracting your comments. You mean the tests that I'm showing you are ridiculously basic? Yes, neurologically, follow my finger. But they can tell quite a bit. Like if you have saccades in your eyes, it would show if you're trying to track an object, your eyes would jump. And my eyes don't do that. I mean, my balance has improved. They've tested my basic reflexes. And also, it's like, if I'm not presenting with the symptoms, the moment they look at me, they're like, did that really happen? Because we don't believe you. It's like, fuck, I am such an honest fucking person. And you're treating me like I'm this crazy lady. And it's disgusting because I'm not. I'm just not. It's horrible. It's like a form of character assassination, and then punishment or jail time for that character assassination. It's just. And I always tell them, and it's true, my left side, I can't feel as much on my left side as my right. Yeah, my left side is still a little bit more numb relative to my right. And my left hand is where there's more problems than my right. I started involuntarily dropping things on my left side, not my right. My right's like, yay. But today I'm much better on my left hand. Like, because me and my son have been practicing every day. He holds out his finger. I have to touch my nose and touch his finger. And like, this is amazing. I can do it this fast. Here, I'm sort of doing it to myself. That's incredible compared to how it was the other day. And then they get me to walk. And then sometimes I've had a weird posture. My posture is getting better. I hope it sticks. I hope this sticks. Hit the like button if you're here. Don't be afraid to say hi. My name is Davison. My goal is to be back to my normal self by 2021. I hope I never get this sick again. I'm going to live my life trying to be as healthy as possible. I hope I get good things happen. I have good things happen and continue to happen because it's been so horrible this year. I'm afraid though, and then I feel like worthless and like, oh, do I deserve things to be easier? Which is such a terrible thing to think. I should think like, yes, of course, you've been through the worst hell of your life. It's okay for things to get better. That's a good thing. Oh, my left cheek is annoying me a little bit. They are, yeah. I mean, I am kind of hesitant to make too soon proclamations, but yes, I think the general trend is I have shown improvement because I have not had any seizures in almost 8 days. I have been going for walks alone outside, which I never would have done before. I've been going for long walks, even if I've been sick with a cold the last 4 days. I'm way less sedated than I was. I sometimes search for words. I sometimes feel like my focus is a little off. My temperature right now, I think it's a little up. Hold on, let's do the temperature cam. And I want to be outside as much as possible because summer's not going to last too much longer. Yeah, 99.1. I knew it was up a little bit. So it's not back to baseline. It's a little bit up. I'm sorry. Let's put this away. I don't care. EM's weird. EM says clone or an alien. I'm neither alien nor a clone. I don't feel like being trolled right now. I'm too hypersensitive emotionally right now. Here, maybe I'll share this to Twitter. I'm live. Hold on. Live now. Watch the troll from Belle Delphine's clan show up. Okay. That person's going in timeout for a while. I just don't feel like being bothered. The redness here is probably sun. It's good. Color to my face instead of being a white ghost. Hello, if you're here from Twitter, just catching everybody up on the state of my health and, my desire to create content again. Regarding the book that I was writing, I put a freeze on that while I got sick, and so I should probably recommit to that. But I don't want to push myself too hard because my focus has to be getting better. Because if I work myself too hard and stress out, I will push my recovery further away. So it's best that, we just keep this simple. So Jane says low-grade fever does spike at times throughout the day. Yes, it does. It goes up, it goes down. The higher it is, the weirder I feel. The lower it is, the better I feel. I think until I'm fully healed, it'll just be a constant low-grade fever. I'm sorry, the guys. I don't want to whine or apologize. I feel guilty discussing my health because I just feel like it gets boring. And because I'm getting a little better, it's like, oh, well, this isn't exciting. She's obviously getting better. And so shouldn't she just go back to work like the rest of us? 99.1 is considered very low grade. Hey, hell, the fucking neurologist tried to say that when I was at 100.5 last week before I got my flu, that was normal. Fuck you guys, you fucking assholes. Fucking incompetent assholes who are treating me like shit. Incredibly biased idiots. Wasn't normal. Idiots. Have you figured out what's wrong with me yet, Jane? Yeah, I take vitamin C. I take vitamin C and D daily. There's vitamin C in my iron. There's vitamin C with D. I take turmeric. I don't think turmeric contains vitamin C, but it might. I have Boost several times a day, which contains vitamin C. I have orange juice, which I know orange juice isn't the best for you, but it definitely contains vitamin C. And if it doesn't, it's fortified. So yeah. I have to decide what podcast or something that I'm going to listen to when I go back outside again. Yeah, well, I'm getting over a cold, and I told you there's some infection in my throat. I can't take it. Can you see? You can see it. Okay, look, left side. Look, you can see the little dot at the back of my throat. Look, right there. Isn't that disgusting? You can actually see the yellow dot. And there's a blocked salivary gland back there. At least that made me laugh. Laughter, best medicine, truly. Definitely healing. But I don't feel like I can model as well anymore. Like I felt more naturally expressive before, and it's all tense where I get the facial dystonia. And it sucks because I'm like, have I forgotten? Oh, is it doing it? No. Feels like I could trigger it by doing this. Like it feels like it wants to be up here, but it's not. No, it's very easy to trigger it just by stimulate. No, we're not going to stimulate it. Lingthusiasm had an episode about phatic expressions, which are I could do some neuro tests following my own finger. I'm a little bit loopy. Nobody showed up from Twitter. How sad. And people left. I know this is a boring broadcast. This is not going to go down in history as Davison's best broadcast. Maybe I'm being too hard on myself. I don't know. Any thoughts, anyone? Am I talking too loud? Okay, guys. I think I've slowed down a bit. Anybody, any questions? Hi, if you're here from Twitter. Hi, if you're just joining us. I was about to wrap this up. I'm taking it easy still because I'm still not better, but I'm working on it as much as I have any control over it. Hi, little Dave. Who's little Dave? Do I know you? Are you David Murrin? Or are you a different Dave? Oh, okay. Wait, can I see view profile? Oh, you know what's weird is that I was clicking on people's profiles, like, because on TikTok, when you're live, you can click on people's profiles and see more info about them. Can't do that here. Forgot that. So maybe you're still typing. I know there's a lag. There's definitely a lag between the broadcast and when you guys can comment on me. That Zithro saved your life. I think it might have, but I think I need more of it. So if anybody can get me a zithromycin, hook a girl up. Hook me up, please. But I need more Zithro. I don't think it's fully gone, and I'm worried it's going to come back. I think I needed to be on it longer than I was. I look so healthy. I love the effect of sun on one's skin. It just makes it more alive. Okay, guys, I love you lots. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for caring, Jane. Thank you for always being there for me, Efrain. Thank you for joining us again, Auntie. Thank you, Mojos, for coming for the first time. Hello to Robert. Love to you. Love to you, Mr. Bitchy. And hello, Belange and Pilot Fine. So I wish you all the best. If I missed anyone, I'm sorry. I will be back again. And Mr. Dodge. I didn't talk to Dodge enough. Sorry. It's so hard on me to to remember everything. So Auntie says, thanks. I hope I'm a good listener and subscriber. Yes, you are. And a supportive one. Yes, you are. The typical symptoms, that's right, of COVID-19. Yeah, well, we're going to get me tested serologically to see if I have COVID antibodies. And I am putting the odds at yes. Now, if you guys want to see 56 vlogs of what I've been going through in my life the last year, including when I was getting sick, join my main channel. Pay $5 a month. It's just $5. And there's 56 episodes that you have missed. The first 6 are behind the scenes of my makeup videos. And you'll just hear more of me talking about my life and stories about my, the being a model and stuff like that. But then it morphs into what it was like behind the scenes, creating content for Patreon and then getting sick as hell. So it might interest you. It's only $5. I'd appreciate it, and it will help me to continue to make money during my recovery, because I'm not making as much because I can't push for Patreon. I can't make videos here like I did of TikTok tutorials that were very keyword heavy that people would find via search, because I'm not well enough to do it. I'm only well enough to live broadcast. So if you want to support me and see weekly content, it's only $5. It's on my main channel. Click join. Probably you will have to click join from desktop because YouTube is silly. But I love you all, and thank you for joining me, and I will see you again soon. Mwah. And my main channel is youtube.com/DavisonVideo1. Goodbye.